It gives me great pleasure to have Leon Pettit here, ESFL veteran for week 6 of the Hastings report. First of all, Leon, how's your week been?
Painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, did my hammy in at the weekend, didn't I? So walking around like an old man, getting too old for it.
No, but I do see, we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but I do see that your chaps won well. Was it 4-1?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
onward and upward, mate. Right then. So we get cracking into the SCFL. Because of the cancellation of a week, there was a couple of results we missed. So just quickly, it was the Peter Bentley Cup. So just a couple of those results, which was Bexil won 3-1 against Uckfield Town. Goals from Hayden Beaconsfield and 2 from Jamie Thorogood, with Uckfield getting a goal from Omar Abbas. In the same cup, Peter Bentley Cup, Little Common unfortunately got they got hammered by New Haven, 5-0 down at half time, but lost 5-1. It was a hat-trick from Lucas Franzen Jones and a goal from Tom Underwood, and another goal from a unnamed Little Common player, which I've still not been able to find out. On the other side of things, Little Common had 2 players sent off, so it was obviously a feisty encounter. And Little Common's goal was from James Miriam Batchelor. Right, so that was the cup games. Now we're moving on to the this Tuesday games. So New Haven had the return leg of their game against Little Common. This was in the league, obviously. New Haven won 2-1. Goals from Jake Mears and Lee Robinson, with Little Common with a goal from Lewis Hull. They were 2-0 down, unfortunately. Little Common very early doors, but unfortunately they couldn't put it back. Now we then get to Saturday's games. Now this was a much better result for Little Common. They won 3-0 against Horsham. Horsham are a decent side as well, so it's great to see. Lewis Hull got a goal again, so did Freddie Warren and that man Sam Crutwell. And also Johnny Walker saw red for Little Common, so it was all feisty stuff. Any words on that stuff? Anything you know about that game, Leon?
Yeah, no, what a result for Little Common. Horsham currently 3rd. Yeah, that was the 2nd defeat of the season. But yeah, obviously Little Common come out the blocks flying. 103 attendance there, so good little attendance for them. Reading through the Twitter, apparently Walker was, I quote Horsham's Twitter admin, he was sent off for a needless 2-footer challenge on 78 minutes. So, but they obviously Common managed to hold out. They had 2 more bookings in those last 10 minutes. So I'm guessing there's a lot of, let's call it game management, possibly. But yeah, no, really good result for them. It was nice to see. If you have a look on their Twitter, before the game they presented a chap called Pete Burton. He celebrated his 90th birthday last week, and all the players gave him a present. So it was a nice touch, nice to see.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, good day all around at Little Common.
Yeah, nice to see the supporters being appreciated as well. So that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
So we now move on to the Saturday. Bexhill's game, an absolute cracking game. Bexhill beat Roffey 3-2. Dan Hull scored at both ends. Evan Archibald and that man Jack Shonk got the 90th minute winner. Adam Ali Meskin Hazuza got a red card.
Easy for you to say.
And Joseph Futers got the goal for Roffey. Obviously, the other goal was by that man Dan Hull, who we've spoken to on the phone many times. But we've got the goals for this one, and here they are. Well, there's the goals and some cracking ones. It's great to see. Yes, Dan got the OG, but he made up for it with a goal. So, and well done, Bexil.
Yeah, just about made it. So Roffey yet to get any points yet. So surprised to see Bexhill just about get the result there. But we'll see one or two tweets to suggest that a draw would have been a fair result. So yeah, Bexhill got a bit lucky there. But yeah, for the winner, it was good counter-attacking goal, wasn't it?
Great.
So if I was to be very picky, you could say the defender didn't need to get drawn in before the ball got passed out to Shonk. But still, what a goal, what a way to win it.
Yeah. And he made sure everyone knew he scored as well.
Yeah, poor corner flag. What did it ever do to you? Oh yeah, another thing I was going to say, Bexil. On a personal note, it was nice to see Nathan Court come on because his dad's a postman. Obviously, used to work with him. So I think he made his debut last season before. But it's nice touch to see him make an appearance.
Nice one.
So well done, Nathan.
All you posties stick together.
Exactly. Might not be a poster anymore, but still.
So looking at the fixtures, Leon, Little Common travel to Eastbourne United. What are we thinking there?
Well, Eastbourne are currently playing very well. They're fifth in the table. Eastbourne have scored a fair few. Scored 15. They haven't conceded too many, but I mean, Little Commons, they're fairly decent at the back. So hopefully they can get something out of it. But no doubt it'll be a tough encounter for him.
Okay, all right. And then we've got it's Monday when we're recording this, so everyone knows. The Wednesday night game, Bexhill have got Eastbourne Town at the Polegrove. You've got to fancy Bexhill the way they're playing at the moment.
Yeah. This is their first actual home game as well, so it'd be nice for them to get back. But it could be an interesting game because Eastbourne are pretty decent at the back. Haven't really scored too many, whereas Bexhill are the opposite, really. They've been scoring a fair few, but they've leaked in
a few,
quite a fair few as well. So could be an interesting game. But yeah, I'd fancy Bexhill for that one.
Right, so moving on to the Mid Sussex Prem, Hollington were facing Ringmer away at the Caburn Community Ground, and well, they won comfortably. Goals from, according to Hollington, Drew Greenall, Bradley Pritchard, and Daniel Tewksbury. Just going back to Drew Greenall. Now, this was the chap that I'm sure had a serious leg break. He was quite a good player for Bexhill. I might have played a considerable amount of time for Bexhill, so it's nice to see him back and playing football and getting goals.
The Hollington carry on their fine form. Got a very strong squad out. I was having a look through the team list, and you've got some really good players on the bench. I mean, Rogers was the top scorer, and I think the top scorer in that league last season. You've got Andy Corrigan on the bench, and Luke Woodley was playing for their second team. So you got cracking substitutes there, and guys that aren't even in the squad getting in. So they've got a really good squad depth.
Yeah,
Hollington.
I mean, they mean business, didn't they? I mean, they're destined to go up.
Yeah.
There's no money behind the scenes.
just behind the clubhouse.
Right. So moving on to the parish field, Westfield, another good victory against, unfortunately, Battletown, still struggling. Ryan Moore, Jordan Ray, and Corey Wheeler getting the goals for Westfield in what looked like a convincing victory. And here are the goals now. So next we've got Sedlescombe Rangers against Roygate Priory in a game that you would have thought might have a few goals. We had none, but still a good result for Sedlescombe Rangers, I think. Any thoughts on this game, Leon?
Yeah, if I was Sedlescombe, I'd be happy with that result. Reigate have a third. They've come up from the league below and seem to be slotting in well in the Mid Sussex Prem. So yeah, to go away, keep a clean sheet, really, you'd take that. Probably not good for the spectators, but hey, highest football.
Yeah. So upcoming fixtures, we've got Battletown playing Rotherfield on this Saturday. Do you think maybe Battletown might be able to get some points on the board with that game, Leon?
You'd hope so. Finally, be able to get some points because Rotherfield are just above them in the table. They've only won one league game so far, so imagine Battle will be on this fixture up as a very good chance to finally grab some points.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So then we've got, Sedlescombe Rangers were playing at the Warden Park Academy against Cookfield Rangers. Leon, I mean, how do you think that'll go?
No, it could be a tough game. Cookfield have won all three league games they've played so far. So yeah, they've got off to a good start. So it might be a tough one for Sedlescombe. The thing is with this league is, away games are a bit further as well. So got that to contend with. But we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Yeah, so at the Gibbons, Hollington are playing again at home this Saturday. If any of you are free against Willingdon, I can't see anything else but a Hollington victory. What about you? What do you think, Leon?
No, I can't disagree with that. Willingdon are rooted at the bottom of the table, so for them to turn up to Hollington, I think they're in for a difficult afternoon.
Yeah. No game for Westfield this week. They're not playing until the 8th. Right then, moving on to the ESFL Prem. St Leonard's Social were playing Sidley United in Sidley's first game of the season. It's great to see them back. Unfortunately, for Sidley, St Leonard's Social won 3-1. Goals from Sam Richardson, Jack Elliott, and Adam Riley, with a goal for Sidley from Logan Copley. We got Bexhill Town first against Crowhurst firsts. Goal from Liam Richards, and funny enough, we've got it, and here it is. Okay, then it's Bexhill Amateur Athletic Club against Robertsbridge United. Big win for Bexhill here, 5-1. 2 goals from Ben Barton, 2 goals from Samuel Cherry, and a goal from Oscar Hammond. That was for Bexhill, and Guy Ballard got the goal for Robertsbridge. Hawkhurst United's first were playing Westfield Reserves in a feisty game for the goals and cards. 3-3 it finished. Mo Sally, George Lawrence, and Leon Fisher with the pen for Hawkhurst. Alex Malumba with 2, and Aiden James with the goals for Westfield. Unfortunately, Babacar Diop saw red for Westfield.
Surprised Crowhurst. Crowhurst lost. Obviously had them down as one of the favourites to win the league, but I don't really know too much about Bexhill Town's team with how they're going to be, how they'll shape up. So they might be right up there this season. But as for the goals, tidy finish, wasn't it, for a free kick?
Lovely goal.
Don't know about the keeper's positioning though, to be fair, but yeah.
A harsh critic.
But it's shame to see Rock and Roll unable to raise a team as well.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on there. I know they've sort of one of these clubs that have had the same sort of group of players for the last few seasons. So yeah, if that pool of players is getting smaller and smaller, then hopefully they can keep going.
Yeah, let's hope. Right, then moving on to Division 1. Well, first game. Little Common Reserves were playing Tackaway first, and Tackaway won 8-0. 2 goals from Lewis Finch, 2 goals from Toby Payne, a goal from Toby Shaw, Nathan Smith, Jordan Harley, and Kale Hakos made it 8 for Tackaway. Great start. Then we go to Sandhurst first versus South Coast Atletico. Sandhurst goals were Harry Dance, James Found, Finn Brooker, with the goal for South Coast Atletico from Harrison Prince. Pass and move first. We're playing Battletown Reserves in a game that was a 1-1 at half time. It was a spanking win for Pass and move. They won 4-1 in the end. Goals from Jack Booth, Callum Brand, Fraser Discali, and Joshua Page, with the goal for Battletown from Daniel Turner. Wadhurst United firsts against AFC Gestures. Wadhurst won 3-0 with goals from Owen Palmer, Toby Tapp, and Dean Tinkham. That was 3 second-half goals, so it was obviously close for a while, and that's Div 1.
Surprised to see Jesters lose. Because had them down as another one we had down as one of the favourites, but I mean, Wadhurst they've been pretty solid for. I mean, obviously they got relegated last season, but you know, if that's a group of players that have played in the Prem, then they've always, whenever I've played them over the years, they've always been a pretty solid team. So be interested to see how they do. Surprised to see Little Common reserves get thrashed. Really, I mean, I know Tackaway they've got a good side there, but so have Little Common. So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. So moving on to Div 2, Sutherland Rangers reserves against Victoria Baptists. Yeah. So Sutherland Rangers were up. Zach Boutwood, and Callum Ludlow got the goals for Sutherland, 2-0 up for a fair amount of the game. But then James Bellett got a goal for Victoria Baptist, but Sutherland Rangers hung on. Then we move on to a side that I think Leon knows very well, which is Ecclesion Casuals. Looked like a magnificent 4-1 win with Tom Cumber getting a hat-trick and Joe Malem. And I've heard it's a good one, Leon. Is this true? Getting the goals for your side, pass and moves goals from Dylan Page. Tell us about the game, sir.
Funnily enough, as soon as I went off injured, we started playing well. I was sort of pulled off on the far side of the pitch, walked back round to where everyone else was, and as I was walking behind the goal, we scored. And
I'm sure you tired them out, Leon. You tired them out.
The second half. Yeah, no, I'm still fuming about it, but and then pass and move, they started off quite well. They was passing the ball around well. Their goal was, I'm sure the guy crossed it and it flew into the net, caught our keeper unaware, he was off his line. But then our fourth goal, Joe's goal, was the same really. He's just, I'm pretty sure it was a speculative sort of cross into the area and it flew into the net. So what goes around comes around. But just pass and move started the game well, but for some reason, second half they just weren't quite the same. We defended really well. Yeah, I don't think any team was really going to be scoring past us. Like I say, it took a bit of a freak goal for us to concede, but good day all round. Yeah, so
Eccleston's season started now. Is that what you're saying? A force to be reckoned with.
Let's not get carried away.
Oh, okay.
No, we played well though. It's good. Yeah, got a good bunch of players there. So
good.
Hopefully we can keep it up.
Okay. Yeah, who first were playing Norvium 75 and who won 1-0 with Callum Holt Burgess getting the goal. Hollington United reserves played Pesh Hill and 0-0. They would go on to Ninfield first. We're playing Bexil Rovers firsts. Goals from Jason Taylor and Mr. Chris Agata for Ninfield. Won in the game. Aggie's back. It's magnificent hair on the boy. Does he usually turn up for Ninfield?
No, he was. He played for Sidley reserves a couple of seasons ago, didn't he? So I don't know who he knows over there. Either Andy Hales or is it Jason Taylor? Played a bit of county football, so he might know him.
So we could see a bit of Leon versus Aggie action Is that what you're saying? Is it once your leg's healed?
Who knows? Well, no, we're playing them on Saturday, so no.
That's a shame. So
Yeah.
anyway, that was Division 2. I mean, how do you think it's shaping up? Who's looking the strongest at the moment, Leon?
It's a bit early to call that, but yeah, I see. I wonder if the Hollington Pesh game is a bit of a feisty affair, because I don't know if you saw Hollington weren't too pleased that Pesh didn't sort of stay behind and put,
Drink
for
beer
beer, whatever. Yeah, well, because Hollington are really good at putting out food for the other teams, and there's a couple of tweets there suggest it might have been a bit of a feisty affair up there. So obviously Pesh didn't like the Hollington welcome, and yeah, surprised to see Norvium lose as well. I mean, I know who are good sides, but I've sort of had a look through the lineup, and Norvium's team is very different to who I faced the previous week. So I guess a lot missing there.
So just going back to you, sorry to talk about you here, Leon, but like this injury, I mean, how long do you think you're going to be out for?
I have no idea. Still not rush back into it really. It's annoying because I googled it. You sort of Google how long am I going to be out for? You're trying to gauge how bad it is, because you get different strains, different grades of pulled muscles, don't you? And I'm sort of reading it through, saying grade 3, the most serious. You feel like a popping sensation, which I did, but then I haven't got any swelling or bruising, and I'm able to walk on it. So it's obviously not that bad. But yeah, if you read the symptoms, it's all a bit yeah. Obviously, I'm going to sit out Saturday. I might go over and just sort of
cheer on the boys.
Well, more just to sort of see how my hamstring is, and during the warm up, just have a kick about if I can, or if not, obviously Hastings are at home, aren't they? So if I feel like I can't even kick a ball, then obviously I'll be at the pilot fields, but we'll see.
Well, if you're feeling sad, I'll buy you a beer. I owe you one anyway, Leo. Right, so moving on to ESFL Div 3, Parkfield first. We're playing Catsfield. Comprehensive victory for Parkfield. Tom Ellis, Craig Fullerton, and Oliver Truman got 2 for Parkfield, with the goal for Catsfield from Jones. Then Orrington first were playing Ticehurst. Orrington winning it 3-2. Real back and forth game this, that Orrington pinched late on. Orrington's goals were from Tristan Hintz, he got 2, and James Bliving. The goals for Ticehurst, Thomas Buckingham and Harvey Poland. So just a quick honourable mention to Hurstman Zoo. We forgot their fixture last week. Either forgot or I accidentally cut it out. I'm so sorry. We missed them the last time we did this, when they had a magnificent 5-0 win against Parkfield. The lovely people at Hurstman Zoo. They won 5-0. Robbie Hodgson, Curtis Eyes, Hamit Tosca got 2. And so that's that week. But now, yet more goals at Hurstman Zoo, as they were playing the Westfield Thirds, winning 8-2. Ridiculous. That Robbie Hodgson's got 4. Toby Jones, Rory Collins, Jake Brown, and Henry Richards got the goals for Hurstman Zoo. They were 6-0 up at half time. The goals for Westfield was from Lewis Barrett and Bala Shom. So great start to the season from Hurstman Zoo. Right then. So then at the Shinewater Lane, Sovereign Saints reserves were playing Royal Town reserves. Sovereign won 3-1 with a hat-trick from Philip Broom. The goal for Rye was from Jordan Osborne. Crowhurst reserves won at Mountfield. The goals were from Dale Matthews and Steve Payne. And then finally for Div 3, Hastings Comets won, Bexil at Amateur Athletic Club 1. The goals for Hastings Comet goals from Luke Darville, and Bexhill's was from Dominic Sinden. Moving on to Div 4. Burwash Firsts spanked Tuckaway Reserves at the Dave Brown Memorial playing fields. Philip Collins, Rise Cooler with 2, Lee Mansfield and Max Taylor with the goals for Burwash. Suddlescombe Rangers Development, we're playing Hastings Athletic. Hastings Athletic, I think we're 1-0 up with Harley Glazer getting a goal. But then, well, Suddlescombe went goal crazy with 2 goals from Ash Russell, Graham Stovell, Ben Linklater and Chris Ford with the goals for Suddlescombe. Westfield Fourths won 4-1 at the King George, the 5th playing field against Hawkhurst. The goals for Westfield was from Bobby Baldock, Hayden Sands got 2, and Ashley Jameson got the last goal for Westfield. The goal for Hawkhurst was from Peter Godden. Battletown Thirds were playing Parson Move Thirds. Yeah, Battletown managed to be 3-0 up. Goals from Brandon Darch, Ricky Rogers and Matt Ward. Parson Move did get a couple of goals, but we cannot find them anywhere. So my apologies. That game finished 3-2. Unfortunately for Parson Move Thirds, they couldn't quite get back into the game. And the last game in Div 4 at the Clappers Recreational Ground of Robertsbridge, Wellcroft Park Rangers Reserves won 8-1. This game is only 2-0 at half time, so just went goal crazy. A hat-trick from Benjamin Ackhurst for Wellcroft, with more goals for Wellcroft from Mark Hedges, James Martin, Matthew Williams, Alan Pope and Charles Fairweather. The goal for Robertsbridge was from Ben Tinge. Looking at Team of the Week this week, obviously all the clubs make their selections to see who can get in. So it's a mixture of all the different divisions. So Lee Vater in goal for the Who goalie, Lee Vater. You got a back 4, Suddlescombe Rangers, Connor Henshaw. Another Who player in Connor Loke, Ivan Flanagan from Bexhill Town, Parson Moves Harley Discala. In midfield, we've got Alex Malumba from Westfield, Lewis Finch from Tackleway, Joe Page from Westfield, and Sam Cherry from Bexhill AAC, with the strike partnership of Zach Boutwood from Suddlescombe and Tackleway's Toby Payne. Leon, faced any of these players recently?
I don't think so. I mean, I did nominate Tom, our striker. I got a hat-trick on Saturday, but obviously, yeah, I don't know if I got to put the vote in too late, but hey, hi.
So, Leon, that was the week that was. Well done to your boys for big victory this week. So I am genuinely sorry to hear about your leg, because I wanted to give you a few kicks in our Kickabout football match anyway. So I'm now no longer going to be able to do that. Leon, we'll speak to you next week.
I'll see you next week, mate.